Hello, this is Rahul from Opus. Today we are going to discuss about two-point perspective. First, let us understand why it is called two-point perspective. The reason why it is called is two-point perspective because in this kind of drawings we have two vanishing points. This is called vanishing point 1 and vanishing point 2, which lies over the horizon. Now these two vanishing points are basically imaginary points where the sides of any objects appears to go and meet. So suppose this line that we have drawn here is edge. Consider this as an edge of a cube. Now suppose if this is the edge that we are seeing, and suppose this is the width of the cube. Alright. Now if we just strengthen this line, this gives us the width of the cube from the both sides. Again, from these 2 points, if you extend the line from both of these ends, it will give you the rough top portion of the cube itself. Okay, so the major characteristics of any two-point perspective drawing or a two-point perspective view is that we will always see, or we are going to always see the objects from from its edge, that is from here, which is in stark contrast to any one-point perspective viewpoint where we see the object from up front, that is the face itself. Okay, so suppose you are seeing this, suppose this is the same object. Okay, and we are seeing the same object from two different viewpoints. Suppose this face, suppose this is the face 1 and this is face 2. Okay, now suppose if you are observing this object from this direction, this object will appear to be in one point perspective. Let us study how it is. So suppose if I extend this and to get a rough idea of this space itself, then if I extend the lines of the edges, then this object is actually seen in one point perspective. That is, it is seen from this side, where we see only one part of the face. But when we start seeing objects from an angle, that is from another from its corner, we start seeing the objects in two-point perspective. That is, we see two faces at the same time. Okay, so this is always important to understand how and why there is a when we see the two-point perspective, when we see one-point perspective, and how it is different from each other. So when we start drawing the same thing, then comparing the same objects in two different perspectives, then we start understanding like why it is called one point and why another one is called two point perspective. So let's get the idea from another demonstration of the same type. Then you will understand why it is necessary to understand its difference. So suppose I draw a clear line here, a straight line, and suppose I take a vanishing point here, another vanishing point somewhere here. So this is vanishing point 2. Okay. Now consider there is another vanishing point. Okay, so these two I will be using to draw an object in two-point perspective, and this vanishing point I will be using for one-point perspective. Okay, and thus we have the understand the difference between the two drawings. Okay, now see, as I was initially saying, that suppose if I draw the face of an object, suppose like this, which is the front face. Okay, and I extend the edges like I mentioned before. in 1-point perspective, what we see is this front face, suppose face 1 up front. Okay, we see the entire face in up front. Okay, now suppose if you are, it is like, suppose you are standing at this position, a person is standing at this position and he is observing the object right in this direction. But if the same person moves at this position, okay, and he starts observing the object from here, then the view that he is going to have is moving in 2-point. Okay, so this edge will be directly in front of him, and thus he will be seeing some parts of this face and some part of face 2. Okay, so how it is? So suppose if I draw the edge here, just giving an example. Okay, let's just use this one, then we will having the clear understanding. So suppose if I erase this and we forget about this vanishing point, and suppose I draw that same edge, okay, like I was showing, and that person is standing right here and is seeing the edge of that object. So here, from here, you will be adding extending the line to get the sides of that object, and same thing from the another side. And so here you will just give the rough idea of how the object's width is, and then if you strengthen the line, you will have the impression, that is the drawing of that object, but this time from a different direction. That is the edge, that is the front, the corner of that object is right in front of you. Then this portion was the initial phase 1 that we were seeing before, and this is the phase 2. So it is in 2-point perspective is nothing that, but when you see an object from a different angle, but not upfront. So when you see an object from a direction, then you will be able to see both of its sides at the same time while you are standing in front of the edge of that object. Then the view that we are going to have will be seen as 2-point perspective. Okay. So continuing from that, now if we parallelly start comparing this, what we say, that the explanation that I have just said to the drawing itself. Suppose if I start comparing the drawing, so if you see, this is the edge that I was talking about, and we are actually seeing the building right from this direction, and that's why we are seeing some part of this portion on the left side and some part in this portion. So if we consider, suppose this is one of the structures, and if we see all these lines appears to go and meet at certain point. All these lines on the sides which shows the edges, and this might be a place where it is called vanishing point 1, and this might be these lines wherever it goes and meets is called the vanishing point 2. So let's just understand how to draw this object. Suppose if you are drawing up with pencil and paper, suppose in your examination. So at first you will be just making a straight line, okay, which will be as a guide, as an horizon. Okay. Now here the demonstration that I am going to give you might not be of the same size as the initial drawing, but it will give you an exact idea of how to approach this kind of drawing. So suppose I draw a line here. Suppose of this height, and consider this height to be exactly of the same height of this building. Now, since my horizon is here, and I consider that there is 2 points lying on the 2 sides. So I will be joining these 2 points and these 2 points itself. Okay. And somewhere in the middle, I will determine the width of the building and then join. So this gives me that building number 1. Alright, which is we are seeing from the front. Again, so to get the building number 2, we will do the same thing. We will draw that edge first, which lies in the front of you. From this point to this point, consider that imaginary line is drawn and mark the edges. And same for this side also. This all you can do in freehand, no scale used. Okay, in the examination, you will be using only your hands, and it is desirable that you don't use any scale. And if your concept is clear, then you will understand why you will have a clear understanding of which line is going at which direction. So I have these 2 buildings right in front of me with the exact measurements and exact methodology of viewpoint perspective that we have used. And the same thing will be in the left side also. Suppose this corner and this line, this edge appears to go and meet on this side, and this edge appears to go and meet on that side. And same thing, if you mark the width of the building. Thus, we have 3 buildings which is in 2-point perspective. And suppose I take this till this length as the width of the footpath. Then from here, same way, if you extend the tops and then give the lines, so this becomes the lines which determines the width of the footpath. Okay, so in this way you can get this. Now another thing is this windows, how to draw the windows in exact size. It is very simple. Suppose I am giving the demonstration with the first building, and it is the same for everything. So suppose I mark, this is the height of the window on this side. So from here on, same way, you consider these 2 lines is joining from these 2 ends, and then you mark another line which shows the width of the window. And similarly, in this area only, you mark 2 lines which will show the second window. Now remember, in 2-point perspective, the window on the which is nearer to you will appear to be wider, and this one will appear narrow because it all falls under this specified area. Okay, and this edges appears to go and meet that side. Okay, so this is a common mistake every beginners do. So you shall be aware that this does not happen in your drawing. The same thing, if you now extend this line, this will also give you the idea about where this is going to be. Same way you consider, and then once you understand the concept, then you can just eyeball and draw all the windows and the doors. Okay, so suppose if you are drawing the door on this side, suppose you have got this line and consider this line to be going and meeting somewhere. So this becomes the top edge, and thus your drawing starts appearing to be in proper perspective. Alright, so same thing for this side, for these doors also. And suppose this this banner. So all the edges shall go and meet at these 2 vanishing points, which is number 1 and this is number 2. So once this concept of yours gets clear, you will be able to draw any 2-point perspective drawings with the most ease as possible. Okay, the same goes for this window or the whatever the architecture of any building is, but we have to keep in mind that all these lines appears to go and meet at one of the vanishing points. So for this side, for the left side, the line shall go and meet the vanishing point on the left, and for the right, it shall be on the right. So once you get these cases, then you can start adding your necessary details and all other features that you want to incorporate in your drawing. Okay. So thank you. If you find this video to be helpful, please subscribe to our channel.